either press pause or if you can multitask, get online, go to facebook.com/EldonzoDs. Give us a like, follow. Then switch on over to X. Look up @EldonzoDs. Give us a follow there. Then go to youtube.com/EldonzoDs. Like and subscribe that. And you can look at our dumb faces while we talk to you. That's all I got to say right now.
And that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
I went and met the President of the United States again. So, talking about Joe Biden. Isn't it funny? So, what was it? What's his name? David Weiss?
The special prosecutor.
Isn't it funny how that they let 2 years of tax evasions go past the statute of limitations, expire? 14 and 15.
No, it's not funny at all.
No, okay, it's not funny. It's not. Hey, that's funny. Yeah, no, it's not funny at all.
Yes, it's oddly convenient.
They let that go. Now, if we remember back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Joe Biden said that he never discussed with Hunter his business deals, did he?
That's what he said.
He never discussed it. Never discussed it. And then it was he never had any financial interest in it. And then it was he never made any money off of it. Isn't it funny how the goalposts just keep changing constantly with this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Or as you say, it's not funny.
No.
It's absolutely not funny at all.
Pretty sad, actually, but...
So I think it's one of these deals, and this thing with Hunter Biden coming out and giving this long diatribe about he's not going to do this, he's not going to do that, and his dad didn't know about anything. Did you know that Joe Biden, the Karine Jean-Pierre actually outed Joe Biden about that? Said that Joe Biden was aware of what Hunter Biden was going to say. So did Joe Biden actually collude with Hunter Biden in dodging his subpoena to go and do this press conference on the stairs that day?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Well, absolutely. Why not? He's the president of the United States. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. The law doesn't apply to him or his family.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm kind of looking at this right now. Do I want to go to the... I don't know. You know, we got so many stories, and we've actually bypassed a lot of them that we're not going to be able to get in on this show. Let's do this real quick. There's reason for the Democrats to panic. All right? There really is. There's clear reason for it. Latest polls, Bloomberg and Morning Consult polls came out. Georgia, Trump versus Biden. Trump 49, Biden 43. In Georgia. Okay, dude?
Yeah, he's real popular there.
Who is?
Trump.
Well, obviously he is.
Well, I know, it's a joke, but...
He wasn't in 2020 for some odd reason.
No.
Now, check this out. This is even better. Because remember, you and I were talking about if, Kennedy gets in and Stein, and they'll probably take votes away from Trump.
Mm.
Georgia, Trump versus Biden versus Kennedy versus West versus Stein. Trump is leading Biden by 7 points as a front runner. 7 points. Can you believe this sticks? Pennsylvania, Trump is leading Biden by 2. Even if you do a matchup of Kennedy, West, and Stein, Trump's still leading Biden by 1 point. Michigan, and these are all battleground states that he lost. Michigan, Trump versus Biden. Trump is up 4 points over Biden. When you do the spread with the 3 we talked about, Kennedy, West, and Stein, he's still up 4 points. Wisconsin, that's another one. Trump's up 4 points. Nevada, Trump's up 3 points. Arizona, Trump's up 4 points. Can you imagine Katie Hobbs won Arizona over Kari Lake and Trump's up 4 points? It doesn't make much sense, does it?
No.
General Rasmussen, check this out. This is on Thursday. General election, Trump versus Biden from Rasmussen. Has Trump up, drum roll please, 10 points. So you wonder why the Dems are freaking out. Now here's the other thing too. I got to get into this. Now the national polls have Trump at over 60% for the Republican nomination. Iowa, which caucuses haven't happened yet, has Trump at 50%. DeSantis,
when do all those start?
Well, the Iowa caucus, I think, starts in a couple weeks.
Okay.
So Trump's at 50, DeSantis at 19, Haley at 16.
They need to get those going so we can actually start getting some dropouts.
Well, we need to figure this out. I mean, we absolutely do. Now, here's something else. Chris Sununu, New Hampshire, came out and endorsed Nikki Haley, who's a bit of a neocon. She's actually leading in New Hampshire. Did you know that?
Over Trump?
No. She's leading for second place. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Second place.
Say, wait, what?
She's at 18.7 in New Hampshire. She's got his endorsement. Trump's at 44%. Christie, the good old rhino, is actually doing better than DeSantis at 13%.
That's a shocker.
I
didn't
agree.
think he would see double digits anywhere.
Except for, well, he sees quadruple when he gets on the scale. But anyway, so it's very telling right now. There's a lot of speculation that Haley, because she's kind of held back on going after Trump, may actually be vying for the vice presidency. What do you think about that?
I think all of them kind of are.
I'm pretty sure Chris Christie doesn't want to be vice president.
Except...
And Asa Hutchinson. You want to talk about... Haley's okay. Haley's all right. She was in, Trump's cabinet.
I saw one story that they're speculating that it might be Dr. Carson.
Oh, Ben Carson.
Yeah. That they said he's a dark horse candidate to be chosen to be vice.
Didn't something happen to Ben Carson?
Maybe.
Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a long time. My bad. I apologize for that. So anyway, yeah, this is what's going on right now in the state. The election was held today, and it was not rigged. Then Trump would absolutely run away with it. He would get the battleground states that he supposedly lost, which I don't believe he lost them at all. When you look at these numbers, when you look at what's going on in America right now, I don't believe it. And then when you look at the Republican nomination, I think it was Kristi Noem of, what was it? She's in South Dakota. It was 100% correct. They need to get out of the race and get behind Trump. Nothing's going to, people drop out and people say, all right, well, if we get one or two drop out, then you're going to see Trump support go down. It's only gone up. It's only skyrocketed. These people can come out and endorse whoever they want to. But Trump is still the front runner by such a large margin with this. There's a possibility that a lot of Haley supporters, if she drops out and goes to Trump, and I saw this as well, because Haley and Trump are kind of opposites. If Trump picked Haley, he would bring those supporters over, and that would be the end of the story. But I don't know. That's speculation. There's a lot of stuff that could be going on right now. Speaking of what's going on in 2024, speaking about what's going on with the 2024 election, this is a Fox Business headline. Meta, which is, as most of us know it as Facebook, we'll just say Facebook. How's that sound?
That's the parent company.
Yeah, let's just call it Facebook. Facebook officials warned China, Russia, and Iran plan foreign covert influence operations ahead of 2024 election. Now, does this not sound like they're getting out in front of something?
Yeah.
So if Trump actually wins, I'm going to tell you something right now. I bet my lunch on it, bro. If Trump was not the front runner, we wouldn't be hearing stuff like this right now. We wouldn't be dealing with stuff.
Yeah,
like
no
this.
question.
There's no way they would. If Joe Biden was leading, nobody would come out and say, "Well, there could be some election interference going on." Just letting everybody know. Remember what happened in 2016? That's what they're doing right now. They're setting it up to where they can call, if Donald Trump gets reelected, an illegitimate president. I've never been so sure.
Not at all surprised.
But they'll never do it with Joe Biden. Now, Nostradamus. Who was that chick you were talking about last week?
Baba Vanga.
Baba Vanga. Now, check this out. Nostradamus, I think when I was a kid, I used to call him Nostril. Like nose, nostril.
Yeah.
I have to ask my mom about that. He has some 2024 predictions. All right. Now, the first one, Prince Harry becomes king.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
That's very. I don't buy that for a second. It was
Harry, not William, because William's actually next in line.
William is next in line, and this is really interesting. One of the passages in Nostradamus' long text says that a king of the Isles will be driven out by force. Some think Nostradamus is referring to King Charles III. Another passage, supposedly about Charles, says, soon afterward, a disastrous war, a new king shall be anointed, who for a long time will appease the earth. I don't see it being Harry. Is it just me?
Well, considering that they're not really on the best of terms right now, probably not.
Well, what's going to happen to William? Not like I give a damn what happens to the royal family. They're just figureheads anyway, but I thought that was kind of funny. Here's another Nostradamus prediction. Imagine this, China wages war. He predicted combat naval battle and said that a red adversary will become pale with fear, putting the great ocean in dread. Some think the red adversary could be referring to China and the red flag. That's not far off course.
No.
Here's another one the old great one predicted. Climate disaster.
Did he predict that we'd run out of time?
It's fucking cold. God damn. So there's a timing to this. That when you say ready and, that's when I hit the button, and then it's perfect.
Sorry.
And now you have fucked it all up.
My fucking cold's getting me, dude. I had to fucking wipe my nose. All right.
Hit the fucking button. Go.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back to the Eldonzo and D Show here on Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal. I'm Eldonzo.
I'm Deez.
And we were talking about Nostradamus's weird predictions that almost...
Are they, though?
Yeah, they are. I don't know if I can pull it back up, but... I don't know, pretty weird prediction that Prince Harry was going to be king.
Well, that one's weird, but the rest
that
of
was
them
stupid.
are
Well, you know,
very
climate change
possible.
and going to war, and yeah, but we could... That could be... Here's the thing. That could be the deal any year.
The last one I shouted out before we went to break was that he predicted a new pope, which the current pope is about to celebrate his 87th birthday and has been having some health issues. So
His pontiff is about to expire.
yeah, TikTok.
Yeah, I could do with a new pope. I mean, I'm not Catholic or anything, but this pope now, he's like, you can cut the peckers off and all this other stuff, and I just don't know. Speaking about that. Well, let's do this first. Did you hear about the Palestinian protest against Jerry Seinfeld?
No.
Yeah, it's a couple days ago. Hundreds of people.
What's the deal with all of these Palestinians?
What's the deal? What are all these Palestinians? Hundreds of people gathered in downtown Syracuse, New York, to rally in support of Palestine, calling for a ceasefire and protesting Jerry Seinfeld's stand-up show Friday evening. The local shut it down for a Palestine demonstration. Organized by the Syracuse chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America, the Syracuse Collective for Palestinian Liberation, the Resilient Indigenous Action Collective, and the Syracuse chapter of the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
Are they having a contest to see who can have the longest name?
I guess they are. What was that Monty Python skit? The People's Front of Judea? Press all for the Judea People's Front. Was the latest of several similar pro-Palestine demonstrations on college campuses and in cities across the country following the start of the Israel-Hamas war. You'll have to excuse me. I can barely talk right now.
Yeah, that's very evident.
Yeah, I'm having a pretty tough time. I got this cold, and it's getting into my throat. But, the show must go on.
That's what they say.
Maybe I'm trying to get a little too boisterous here. Maybe I should relax a little bit. Hey, you're listening to the
Chill, brah.
You're listening to the Eldonzo and D Show on Cities 92.9, the rain of Bloomington Normal. The protesters marched from Clinton Square down South Salina Street to the Landmark Theater, where Seinfeld's stand-up show was scheduled to take place at 7 p.m. Seinfeld was one of over 700 Hollywood celebrities to sign an open letter in support of Israel following Hamas's October 7th attack. As people entered Landmark Theater for Seinfeld's show, protesters stood outside. Police placed themselves between the two groups, forming a pathway for those looking to get inside the building, while protesters chanted that Seinfeld was complicit in genocide. Well, you know what? If you'd stop bombing people, maybe they'd stop infiltrating your city.
There's a thought.
Anti-Semitism. Here's another one for you. You want to talk about anti-Semites? This is a California school district holds anti-Semitic teach-in using imagery that mirrors Nazi propaganda. You didn't probably see this one, did you?
No.
Kindergarten teachers can share this book called P is for Palestine, which includes I is for Intifada. Intifada, which is a rage against the Israelis, encouraging children to become familiar with and potentially supportive of a form of uprising that includes the murder of civilians. Here's an excerpt. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This little Palestinian gal and her daddy in the barbed wire fence. I is for Intifada. Intifada in Arabic for rising up for what is right. If you are a kid or a grown-up. Well, what kind of sticks is this? Teach-in began with a video call that teachers who participated streamed from their classrooms across the district. One speaker shared her grandmother's experience in 1948 when she was forced from her home alongside 75% of the country's population following the British partition of Palestine between Arabs and Jews. Another spoke about how, as a Jewish person, they rejected Zionism's attempt to say the only place and way Jewish people can be safe is through a militarized state. But you know what? As bat sticks crazy as that is, the Navy has come to their senses. In the Navy, you can get down on your knees. In the Navy, you can watch a young boy's feet. In the Navy. Well, that was a song that a guy that was in the Navy that I worked with used to sing. He used to make fun of it all the time. So that came from him, so it's okay. It's like saying the N-word if you're black, right?
Sure.
If you were in the Navy, you can make fun of the Navy. I wasn't in the Navy. I'm repeating what he said, so I guess that's okay.
I don't think the people in the Army and the Marines follow that rule.
No, they do not. No, that's they're pretty cutthroat about stuff with each other.
And the Air Force, I mean, nobody cares about the Air Force. Just kidding.
My dad used to sing GI Grits and GI Gravy. GI Wish I joined the Navy. I'm sure your dad's a Marine. He probably said something similar at some point. So, headline. The Navy finally comes to their defense. So this is a headline. Defense bill suspends, Department of Defense. Defense bill suspends Navy drag queen recruiting program. Now look at this dude.
There's a headline I never thought I'd have to listen to.
So we got this pulled up right now. I don't know if Deez is going to get it on for the YouTube show or not, but look at this guy and look at his chick alter ego.
He's good at makeup, I guess.
He's really good at makeup, which is scary because he looks like a dude on that picture. And that look, he looks. I don't know, Deez. What do you think? He looks kind of hot to me. Like, no, wait. I gotta
definitely passable.
Yeah, definitely passable. At least in picture form. So Congress has compromised on a defense bill. It pauses the Navy recruiting program that platformed a drag queen. I think we talked about this.
I believe so, yeah.
A report from the Daily Caller revealed the Navy thought utilizing Yeoman Second Class Joshua Kelly, a biological male who goes by the stage name Harpy Daniels, as Navy's digital ambassador would somehow inspire future warriors. Well, guess what? If people thought the Navy was gay before, they're running away now. There's no chance they're getting on a submarine with Harpy Daniels at this point. What do you think? No, just pick. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Just stop.
But that's, dude, I mean, what the hell's going on with this, man? Look at that dude.
Seen it. I put it on the screen. It's not there anymore.
Did you? Oh, yeah. You got to pull that up. I mean, he kind of looks like a drag queen. Anyway, my whole point to it is, yeah, something's rotten in the state of Danvers here, dude. That's all I'm saying. All right, Chris Cuomo. You and I talked about that. I sent you this video today.
I actually saw it on X I probably watched it about a half an hour before you texted me the link. And yeah, I was.
And look,
I can't blame him.
I can't either. And you know what?
He held it together a lot better than I did.
And excuse me, folks, I'm having a hard time. Like I said, I got this cold going on.
Butter your own biscuits.
Well, it was something like little baby weenies or something, wasn't it?
No,
And
it was-
F you, Chris Cuomo. She was flipping off the camera and
F off, butter your own biscuits. Yeah.
something about something baby weenies, or she said it with a blow up that wiener or something. That's what it says right there.
It's hysterical.
So anyway, this young lady has Tourette's, and the headline is Chris Cuomo tries to hold back laughter while interviewing TikTok influencer who is raising awareness about Tourette syndrome. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I saw this really thinking that, that maybe the chick had a tick or something and he was being a canoe about this. I watched it, and I don't like Chris Cuomo, but I would say I hate him less because he did a really good job of not busting out laughing. Because I was watching this in the office today on my lunch break.
You could tell the first half of it, he was struggling hard to keep it together. And then when she come up with the butter your own biscuits thing, it was over. He lost it.
Yeah, she probably told him to go F himself.
Several
Several
times.
times. And she's a TikTok influencer.
Called him a fat ass.
Yeah, it was great. She's a TikTok influencer, and her name is Balin Dupree. She's a sweet young girl, I think. What do you think? She seems really nice, and she's funny, and she's spunky. And she's known for her frank and humorous content. She sat down with Cuomo, Fredo, to discuss living with Tourette syndrome.
And again, like so much of real life, South Park actually had an episode of this where Cartman fakes having Tourette's after running into a kid at a store. And it's hysterical. Yeah,
and going through the whole interview, Balin Dupree clarified a lot of common misconceptions about Tourette syndrome. She noted that not all individuals with the condition exhibit swearing tics, which are present in only about 10% of those diagnosed.
It's actually really rare.
Yeah, it is. Well, she's one of the rare ones, isn't she?
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't care. It was funny.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she knows it's funny.
How can it not be?
And Chris Cuomo knew it was funny, and he even came out and said, "You know what? I'm not going to edit it because I want this to be the truth." And he was I got to hand it to Fredo. He was doing good. He did great on this one.
Yeah, he held it together a lot longer than I would have.
I wish I could play it for everybody listening.
Yeah, it would just be one long beep.
It would be just one long beep, and I just can't see how I could pull it off. But ever since Fredo Cuomo came out and said that a Trump vote is not off the table, I thought maybe this guy's unjamming his head from his ass. And I saw that headline. Like I said, I really wanted to believe that he was being a canoe about this, but he was actually doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I got to hand it to him.
Yeah.
It may just. Especially if aliens invade and hell freezes over, make me. What's that?
When
aliens invade. We haven't had a good alien story. Make me start watching Fredo Cuomo.
Tucker just had that David Grush on. I'm going to have to watch that.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to get into that. All right, so do you know who, what was this chick's name? Claudine Gay.
I do not.
Claudine Gay, she is the Harvard president. Okay, and she was involved with this thing with congressional testimony, and Elise Stefanik was grilling her, all right, asking her about if calling for genocide of Jews was against Harvard policy. Now, Claudine Gay is a lefty. She's a lunatic, okay, and she never gave a clear answer and just repeatedly said it depended on the context. Well, it depends on the context. It's calling for a genocide against one ethnicity of people against Harvard policy. And all she could say is, well, it depends on the context. No, it's not okay. I don't care whether it's Jews, whether it's Muslims, whether it's Christians, whether it's you're polka dot, you're black, you're white, you're Jew, you're Hispanic. I don't care. It's never okay to just call for blanket genocide against one group of people. We saw this back in the late 1930s. Guess what? We're seeing it again. Now, SNL has pissed me off to the nth degree, all right? Has really just, over the years, just turned me off completely to them.
It hasn't been funny in a long time.
No, it hasn't been funny. And you know what's not funny is what they did this past Saturday. Did you get to see this?
No, I haven't watched. I can't even tell you the last time I watched this.
Cicely Strong, she was a former SNL cast member. She was going to play Representative Elise Stefanik on the show this past weekend for the cold open sketch, but she was too uncomfortable to do it. And I see why now. And props up to this chick for backing out of this. Now, the fact that Lorne Michaels, who was born Jewish, would put up with this is beyond me. Lorne Michaels was at one point a Republican in his life. At least I thought Lorne Michaels had a head on his shoulders. This is disgusting. Because what they do in this, they make fun of the congressional testimony. So Elise Stefanik is grilling these heads of these colleges that are allowing this bull sticks to happen. Claudine Gay being one of them, the president of Harvard. And I want you to listen to this. Folks, listen to this. This was SNL. And roll clip.
Now, I'm going to start screaming questions at these women like I'm Billy Eichner. Anti-Semitism, yay or nay?
I'm sorry, what?
Yes or no is calling for the genocide of Jews against the code of conduct for Harvard.
Well, it depends on the context.
What? That can't be your answer, you pen lady. Same question, yes or no?
Well, we are serious about stopping all forms of hatred, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia.
The second one, and my tea lady, chance to steal. And keep in mind, if you don't say yes, you're going to make me look good, which is really, really hard to do.
How can you honestly make fun of a congressional testimony when you have people up there, the heads of these universities, all right, that are allowing anti-Semitism and the call for genocide against one race of people or one ethnicity of people or one religion of people, and they're getting called out on it? How can you make fun of that? And it didn't just stop there. They made remarks about, I can't remember what it was. Something to the extent of, I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but, racism's only allowed when we're in closed door meetings or if I'm with the other representatives or I'm with my husband, Donald Trump. So anyway.
Yeah.
If SNL didn't piss you off to the point that you didn't want to watch it before, go watch this. Oh, she said hate speech belongs in Congress, on Elon Musk's Twitter, in private dinners with my donors, and in public speeches with my work husband, Donald Trump.
That's what the actress said?
Yes.
In the skit?
Yes, it was playing Elise Stefanik. I see this stuff. And they're pulling at strings. And most of these people, folks, don't have any idea why they're doing it. They don't.
No, they're collecting a check.
No. The chick that played Elise Stefanik is not collecting a check. It's not just collecting a check. They don't know what they're saying. They're being brainwashed into this stuff. They are literally, because if this chick knew right and wrong, she wouldn't be doing this. She did the same thing that the Cicely chick, what was her name? Cicely Strong. She did this. She's like, I'm not doing this. This isn't right. This isn't correct. All the anti-Semitism going around right now, it's not correct. Now, here's one for you. You may be following up on this. Colby Covington, the UFC champion.
Yeah.
Pretty much told LeBron James to F you, you're a spineless coward, and you're a biatch.
Yeah, because he was walking in during his son's game. And,
yeah, I guess he didn't stand up. I guess he stayed sitting down.
Well, not really. The national anthem was already in progress as he was being ushered to his seat.
Yeah, but let's face it, LeBron James isn't the Steining Shaw.
No. But again, it's like I said, they're being taken to their seat. They get to their seat and they sit down as the anthem is going on. Yeah, it's a bad look, but
so what's going on here though?
I don't think it's LeBron James making any kind of political statement.
It may not be. I always think LeBron James is going to make a political statement. Excuse me. I'm having a tough time. I feel like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. right now.
I mean, he has been outspoken on some issues, but this is a case where I really just think he was concentrating on getting to a seat and getting his family settled in, and probably was a little bit oblivious as to the things going around. And
well, okay, so two things to that. The first one is you shouldn't be oblivious to the national anthem being played. I'm never oblivious to it. As soon as it pops on, Hell, if I'm sitting down and it comes on a TV,
you got to keep in mind LeBron James has heard the national anthem played at a sports event.
You got to keep in mind, I don't care.
Thousands of times.
But on the other hand let me get to this one. It's the division in the country right now.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
LeBron James doesn't give
question.
a sticks because LeBron James is pissed off at the system.
No, he doesn't give a sticks because he's borderline a billionaire and he don't give a damn about the system.
What made him a billionaire? What made LeBron James a billionaire?
Being one of the best basketball players ever.
No. Living in one of the greatest countries ever made him a billionaire. People in Russia, people in other places. He
still had to play basketball to do it.
So what, play basketball? He could go out and be an engineer. He could build bridges. He could save lives. He could be a doctor and never make that much money. Only in America can you play b-ball and make that much money.
No,
Tell
for
me
sure.
I'm wrong.
Yeah. Well, you can make good living in China doing it too. But
yeah, but not as good as this. Come on,
No,
man.
I agree.
Come on, as Joe would say, come on, man. Now, the point is the division in the country. This is when we talked in the opening segment about that movie, Leave the World Behind, and all this stuff, and the division, and how are people going to clash. This is division right now. This is what is leading up to that potential second civil war in this country. We cannot find common ground. Now, which leads me to this. Back on November 10th, 2001, we talked. If I was Joe Biden, I would have said 2011. Come on, man, 2011. I stammered there. 2001. On September 11th, 2001, something happened, and we all got together with it, didn't we? We were all one people again. We were all America again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that another September 11th style event in our country can bring us back to that.
No. No, I don't think that for a second.
This is too far gone, but it's natural. Naturally, this is going to happen, in my opinion. Every civilization, every system gets to this point, and we're at it right now. We shouldn't be, but we're at it right now. That's my only point.
No, it's historically the lifespan is about 250 years, and we're already overdue.
We are, but it shouldn't be. We could do it if we just wanted to do it. We could.
No,
do
we
it.
can't.
No, we could if we wanted to do it.
Could do a lot of things, but we're not.
Now, last story for this segment. 5 Virginia elementary students ingest fentanyl-laced gummy bears require medical attention. And supposedly this kid brought these gummy bears from his home to his school to share with friends. And a number of them, I think it was 7 of them, 5 of them were okay, 2 of them were critical. Brought fentanyl gummy bears to school. Did you hear about Donnie Baker? Remember Donnie Baker died?
Mm-hmm.
You know how he died? Fentanyl overdose.
Really?
I didn't hear that until this prior weekend at the bar. Donnie Baker. Man, I swear to God, I got a boat for sale. Man, I swear to God, I'll sell it to you. Donnie Baker died of a fentanyl overdose.
It's wild.
You got these kids bringing gummies in that are laced with fentanyl. Now, I don't know the whole story to this. Well, I'm El Donzo.
I'm Deez.
And now it's time for story time with Uncle Deez.
All right. Reason number 7,426 why I'm happy I'm an atheist.
Becky Swan's not going to like that.
Yeah, well. A tragedy unfolded for fans of Brazilian gospel singer Pedro Henrique as he collapsed on stage in the middle of a performance and died.
Oh, wow.
30 years old, was right in the middle of belting out one of his songs and fell backwards and died of a massive heart attack.
Really?
Yes.
Can I jump in there with one real quick?
Sure.
Turkish lawmaker had a heart attack and fell to the ground in Parliament on
saw
Tuesday
this.
after declaring that Israel will not be able to escape the wrath of God. According to reports, video shows Saadet Party Kayseri Deputy Hassan Bitmetz, 53, delivering a speech which, according to the BBC, was on the budget of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Spoiler
Turkish
alert,
Grand
you're
National
not going to
Assembly.
survive it either.
Yeah. I forgot about that story, had to get it in, but you know what? Well, God strike me dead right now if Israel... Oh. Anyway, go ahead.
Here you go. If you're a drinker of Sprite or Diet Coke or Fanta, which Fanta was
Or the Fantanas, those hot chicks.
barely affected. And I think we're having internet issues again. Anyway,
Let's keep going.
several hundred cases of the 3 sodas in 12-pack form have been recalled for potential foreign material.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Potential. They don't say what it is.
Yeah, I was going to ask potential foreign material. What that could mean a lot of things.
Yeah. You were just talking about fentanyl. And for that matter, I mean, they're like saying, check the dates. If you have these dates, don't drink it. So the mind wanders. Like, is this like some
fecal matter?
Well, there's F this place. I'm going to take a dump in the carbonated water. Or was there
That's nasty,
a random security check where somebody dumped his fentanyl laced cocaine into the Diet Coke vats?
Was
or
Hunter
whatever?
Biden working there?
He might have been. But they say the Sprite, 1,557 12-packs of Sprite. 417 packs of Diet, these are 12 packs, 417 of Diet Coke, and then 14 of the Fanta Orange. January 29th, 2024 for the Diet Coke, and July 29, 2024 for the Fanta and Sprite. So if you drink that stuff, check the dates on your cans, and if you have those dates, well, you're the lucky winner of some potential foreign material.
But here's the other thing, too. Don't drink soda. Ladies and gentlemen, don't drink soda. Soda's bad for you. Look what I drink right here. And I'm going to have a pull on this right now. This is some Johnny Walker Black Label. See if this can clear my throat up a little bit. What do you think, Deez?
I don't think it will. Here's one for you. A woman in... Where was this? I looked at it for.
Today, Junior.
It's from the New England Medical Journal. A woman had some stomach cramps. So she went to the doctor.
Yeah.
Well, turns out she's having a baby. 37-year-old woman went in after 10 days of severe abdominal pain and bloating.
It's called contractions.
And scans revealed that she was pregnant with a normally formed fetus, which that's an odd sentence when you say it like that. However, when you find out why they put that little sentence in there, the reason she was experiencing the abdominal ectopic pregnancy, which...
Ectopic? That's deadly.
And it was located in her bowel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A turd baby.
Yes. So you can't help but feel terrible. And they say that because of the development of the child, that it's actually like an 80% chance that everything is going to be fine. But and let's hope that it does. But that baby survives and grows up. Can you imagine the guilt trips? You want to talk about a pain in the ass. And she is going to remind that child for his natural living life exactly that.
Isn't that what was that guy for Dylan Mulvaney? Didn't he want one of those babies? Butt baby. I don't know what to call it. He say he wanted to have a baby. Anyway, go ahead. Bud Light controversy.
I don't even know how to file that. Anyway, yeah, ectopic pregnancies make up less than 2% of all pregnancies. They more commonly occur in the fallopian tubes, but yeah, this one occurred in the old bowel. But like I said, they said that it's far enough along, 28 weeks. So the survival rate is like 80 to 90%.
You know what that reminds me of?
Hmm.
Where's the strangest place you ever made whoopee?
What was it? Was that Love Connection or was that the dating game?
No, that was the dating game.
I think it was Love or not Love Connection.
No, that was
Newlywed Game.
Newlywed Game. That's what
that's
it was.
the one. Yeah.
And there was a lot of speculation on what that I don't think we should say what it was, but there was a lot of speculation about what the answer was, and it was actually misconstrued for years. It didn't happen, but anyway, where's the strangest place you ever made whoopee? And now we have a ectopic pregnancy in the rectal area. Anyway, go ahead.
You know how sometimes we bitch about the post office?
All the time.
Well, it could be worse.
Tell me.
A postcard was sent. Well, actually, it was delivered just last week, December 2023. The postcard was sent on August 27th.
Wow.
1981.
Holy sp- Was this Back to the Future?
Right?
Marty, we got to go back to the future.
Yeah. 1981, the postcard was sent, and it was finally delivered just last week. And so, yeah, Australia's post office apparently is a little bit lax in their checking of lost mail. Hopefully it was nothing important.
Late mail, Australian for post office. This is the El Donzo and D show, baby. We are going to get the hell out of here. It's El Donzo signing out.